In this video, we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite things about Baton Rouge, and that's the parks system. I'm gonna tell you about the top 5 parks in Baton Rouge that I enjoy. Here we go. All right guys, got a fun one for you today. Now that it's early October, we're starting to feel a little bit of fall weather down here in South Louisiana. This is the perfect time to be talking about the parks because it feels so good outside right now. As a matter of fact, I was out all weekend at my daughter's softball tournament. If you can see the tan lines on my face from my sunglasses, sun was out, beating on me all weekend, but it felt really good. I didn't even realize how sunburned I was getting. I'm Shaun Ramos, and this is Living in Louisiana, where we talk everything that you need to know when it comes to what it's like moving to or living in Louisiana. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell because I'm putting out new videos just like this one every single week. And I am a licensed realtor in the state of Louisiana. And as much as I do love making these videos for you guys, what I really love is to help you with your real estate needs. So that number that's popping up on your screen right now is the best way that you can reach me. I am the guy that replies to every single call, text, or email that comes through. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any specific questions or needs when it comes to making the move to Louisiana. All right, so let's get right into this. Before we start getting into the individual parks, let me tell you a little bit about BREC. This is the organization that runs all 170 parks and facilities in Baton Rouge and East Baton Rouge Parish. I've been really impressed with the way the parks are maintained and all the improvements that they're making as time goes. If you're into horseback riding, or you like space, or you like paddling around the bayous, or if you play golf, or even if you're into surfing, there's literally something for everybody. In the community park, you're gonna find things like dog parks, aquatic centers, trail systems, fishing ponds, and large playgrounds. But let's go ahead and get into the top 5, and they're not in any particular order. These are 5 great parks in Baton Rouge that I enjoy, but there's something unique about all of these parks, so I'd have a hard time ranking them from 1 to 5. But if you've been in these parks, I would like to know what you think and which ones are your favorite. So drop it in the comments, let me know which BREC parks are your favorite. The first one I want to talk about is City Brooks Community Park. This park is located right off of I-10 on Dalrymple Drive. It's right near some really desirable communities like the Garden District, Capitol Heights, Beauregard Town, and Hundred Oaks. Now, City Brooks Community Park is a pretty large park at about 154 acres, and there's a lot to do. Like a lot of the parks, there is a Raising Cane's dog park, and it's not open every day, so make sure you check the schedule before you go. There is a splash pad, which is awesome for the kids because you know it gets so hot here during the year and it stays that way for most of the year, so great way for the kiddos to go out and beat the heat. And who says it has to be for just the kids? I don't know the rules, but maybe mom and dad can slip in there too and cool off. A unique thing about this one is there's a labyrinth for meditation and relaxation, so make sure you keep quiet when you're in that area. And there's also a 50-acre lake, and you can get out there, but there are no motorized boats allowed. Now, City Park Lake used to be really nice. It was beautiful out there. I used to love driving over the bridge that goes over the lake, but it got to be somewhat of an eyesore. But the great news is there's a big renovation project underway, and they're in the process of making it better than it ever was. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. There's a tennis center with lighted courts, a hitting wall, and they have youth and adult programs. There's a greenway with a trail that runs along the perimeter of the park and City Park Lake. And this is the only place I know of in Baton Rouge that actually has a field where you can go play croquet. And if you're into art, they have monthly contemporary art exhibitions that they offer to the community. And one of my favorite things about City Brooks Community Park is the golf course. There's a little 9-hole golf course, and this one's really fun to play. And what makes it so fun is that this area is really flat, but this particular park is very hilly, so you've got a lot of elevation changes that make it a little more fun and a little more challenging to play. And there are actually some people who are trying to petition to get rid of the golf course right now. They feel like that the golf course is not the highest and best use of the land and that more people could get enjoyment out of it if it was something else. Now, personally, I would hate to see the golf course goes. I think that's one of the most fun little golf courses to play in Baton Rouge, so we'll see what happens. The next one on the list is Perkins Road Community Park. This park's located on the corner of Perkins Road and Kenilworth Parkway. It's near popular neighborhoods like Kenilworth Subdivision, Rouzan, and South Downs. Now this one's not as expansive as a City Brooks Community Park. It's a smaller one at about 52 acres, but it's very unique. Perkins Road Community Park is known as Baton Rouge's extreme sports park. Now, there's a fishing lake, there are nature trails, and there's an outdoor fitness station. And there's an extreme sports themed playground. But what makes this one really cool and unique is that there's a really big skate park, there's a dirt BMX track, there's a velodrome, which I believe is only one of 15 in the whole United States. And there's a rock climbing tower, which as of the time I'm recording this video is currently closed, but keep an eye on it because they're gonna open it back up. There's also a 30,000 square foot rec center called the Team Automotive Group Complex, which is the largest indoor basketball and volleyball facility in Louisiana. They host events like summer camps and cheerleading competitions and things like that. There are 3 tournament-sized basketball courts, 6 youth basketball courts, 12 half courts, and 3 volleyball courts. Next up is Greenwood Community Park. This one's located in Baker, just north of Baton Rouge off Highway 19. This is one of Breck's larger parks at 390 acres. And there are really 4 separate parks. There's Greenwood Community Park, there's the Baton Rouge Zoo, then you've got Dumas Memorial Golf Course and J.S. Clark Golf Course. And this place is huge. It's designed to occupy the family for the whole day or a whole weekend. So we'll start off at Greenwood Community Park in the waterfront. There you'll find the Greenwood Boathouse where you can rent a canoe or a kayak or stand-up paddleboard for the 18-acre lake that's in the park. Or you can also rent a cruising bike or fishing poles, or you can buy bait if you want to do a little fishing. And there's the Waterfront Cafe, which is located inside the Dumas Memorial Pro Shop. That's a great place if you want to grab lunch or even grab a beer. There's an 18-hole disc golf course, there's a community playground, and there's even a senior fitness playground. It's also got a splash pad, a tennis center, and a dog park. And then you've got the 2 golf courses. So Dumas Memorial Golf Course was one of my favorite courses to play when I actually had time to play golf. It's an 18-hole course, and it's been a while since I've been there. I think it was actually redone, so I'm not even sure what it looks like now, but I loved it back then, and I'm sure they just made it better. And J.S. Clark Golf Course is an executive style 9-hole course. And I love that one also. It was a fun little course to play. It was one where I never even took my driver out of the bag. They had really nice facilities. There was a driving range and a great little practice area. And of course you've got the Baton Rouge Zoo that's owned and operated by Breck. My family loves going to the zoo, and they're actually undergoing a big renovation project right now. They're calling it a reinvention. So again, we're all excited about getting out there and seeing what's already been done and what's still coming. But at the zoo, of course, you got all the animals to check out. They do lots of events, they do different programs. As a matter of fact, this month in October, they're doing the annual Boo at the Zoo, so it's fun to take the kiddos out. They can dress up in their costumes and go enjoy the zoo. Next up, Independence Community Park. This one's located right in the middle of Baton Rouge in the mid-city area right off of Goodwood Boulevard. All in all, it's about 96 acres. And again, there are some unique things about this one of which is the East Baton Rouge Parish Public Library's main library being right there on site. You've also got a botanical gardens, which is free to the public, and the Garden Cafe. Also, what's fun about this one is you've got the Liberty Lagoon Water Park. You'll find water slides, a lazy river, and even a surf simulator, which I believe is the only one in Louisiana. You've got a tennis center, a recreation center, and you've got Independence Park Theater. This is a 780-seat theater that can be rented out for things like musicals, concerts, plays, meetings, etc. And they also have camps and classes for things like theater acting skills and audition preparation. And another thing I love is that they even have a shuffleboard court. Then we've got Highland Road Community Park. If you've seen many of my other videos, and you probably heard me mention this one multiple times, it's located in South Baton Rouge on Highland Road, right near some great neighborhoods like Village St. George, Oak Hills Place, and Country Club of Louisiana. And this is another one of the bigger parks at about 144 acres. As far as your sports go, you've got a really nice rec center, indoor basketball courts. There's a tennis center with tennis courts and pickleball courts. You've got big walking trail and disc golf. And a unique thing about this one is there is a rugby field where the Baton Rouge Rugby Club practices. They say it's for all skill levels, so if you think you're into rugby, go check it out. There was actually previously an archery range on site, but it's been relocated to Clay Cut Bayou Park on Antioch Road. Another fun thing about this one is there is a boat launch, so you can take your kayak out into the bayous. Again, as of this recording, it's currently closed, but keep an eye out for it because it's coming back soon. Now, right now, this is the only existing boat launch where you can get your kayak out and paddle around in the Baton Rouge bayous, but Breck is in the process of negotiating with some landowners and they're trying to get more launches up and running. As a matter of fact, check out this map. This is the future Blueway vision map, so you can really get an idea of what they're planning on doing in the future. Now, if you want a link to the map, just shoot me an email and I'll get that over to you. Another fun, unique thing about this one is the Highland Road Park Observatory. This place houses a state-of-the-art telescope that has been used to discover over 50 asteroids. And they do a science academy, a lecture series. They have evening sky viewings and solar viewings. And they actually will open up the doors whenever there's going to be an event like an eclipse or a meteor shower. All right, now that you've heard what my top 5 parks are in Baton Rouge, I'd love to hear what you think. Now, Baton Rouge isn't an overly large city, so no matter where you live in the city, all of these parks are within driving distance. But if there is something you particularly like about one and you want to live close to it, that's why you need to give me a call, because I can help you find an area that works for you that's near one of the parks that you want to be close to. So how do you reach me? That number that's on your screen right now is the best way you can get to me. I am the guy that replies to every single call or text and every single email that comes through. So don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything at all I can do for you when it comes to helping you make that move to Louisiana. I'm here to be a resource for you for anything real estate related that you need. So whether you just have a few questions or you need to make a move right now, give me a call. It's never too early to get the conversation started. Can't wait to hear from you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next video.